All right, Muttley, mate. How's it going? You all right?
Fucking champion. Are you allowed to swear on this thing?
Too fucking right we are, mate. Yeah.
God. And who listens to this?
Oh, fucking no one. I don't, not many. Because we're finishing at 50 episodes. We're going to stop doing the show. And we've got like 2 left or something. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'll have to try and get Muttley on, you know what I mean? So that's
2
why.
left, so you've got that far down the alphabet now.
Well, I just thought if we're going to get cancelled, it might as well be at the fucking end, like, you know.
Yeah.
You know. But, so, fucking hell, let's go back to the beginning, mate, if you can remember that far back, like, but, when you started the band, did you think, oh, we're going to be, did you talk to the lads and say, let's be as offensive as we can, let's, you know what I mean, or was it just natural? Or
No, it wasn't. We didn't start the band or anything. I just said, oh, here's a song. Oh, right, yeah. In fact, we hadn't even sorted out who was going to play what or anything. We just sort of did it, and it just, you know, people liked it, and we thought, oh, fucking hell, people like this. Didn't think they would. That was I just thought it would amuse us. And then here we are 40 years later or whatever it is. Is it 40 years? It is 40 years. 40 years ago at Christmas. Fucking hell. Now that's made me want to kill myself, that has. In fact, I am going to go outside now and snog a tramp that's got coronavirus. That'll finish it.
That'll be the next song. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But you must have been playing in bands before that, eh? Because like you could play already, right?
No, we can't play. Don't be daft.
Fuck off, man. It's fucking tight as fuck.
The beta can do some twiddly things. No, after 40 years, if I couldn't play A all the way through a song, then I should in fact get coronavirus and die, gasping for breath, wheezing like a fucker, sweating like a bloody fat bird jogging. That's what I should be doing.
Fuck's sake, man. Because, but I was going to say, like, I always took the band with a pinch of salt, you know what I mean? Like, I thought, they're just having a laugh, you know what I mean? But, I mean, were you, like, playing a character? Were you trying to, like, was it like an act, or were you trying to...
I'm just, you know, it's just a song, isn't it? I mean, what's sillier than 3 grown men standing on a stage being gobbed all over?
Yeah.
Right? So I was thinking, actually, what they should have done is taken some of my blood when all this kicked off. And it kicked off up your end, didn't it? Over that way. When all this bloody virus thing kicked off, I'm probably the person that's most immune. Aren't I? I've been gobbed at. People have been brewing all kinds of bodily fluids to fling at me for 40 years. I used to come off stage looking like a Christmas tree, covered in all different colours of gobs, all different stickinesses of gobs. Every disease on the planet has been through this body, and I am fucking immune. There is no coronavirus in Mac because we're all too fucking hard. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, because... Well, listen, right, let's play a song, mate. Let's take a song break. Let's play Sweaty Betty, yeah? Because that's the classic.
All right, okay, go on.
And she worked on sewage farm. I got my hand down her jeans and I nearly lost half my arm. But after 10 pints she looked quite fit. Couldn't wait to get my hands on a flabby tit. Sweaty Betty, Sweaty Betty. So I said slap that and ride the ripples. I just gotta get me gob round her greasy nipples. She had a massive ass and sweaty breasts. 38 since she were a mound of place. Sweaty Betty, she eats a lot of pies. Sweaty Betty, she's got enormous thighs. Sweaty Betty, have you smelt her breath? Sweaty Betty, she crush a man to death. And I knew that she wanted me for shagger. So I stabbed the lump with me mutton dagger. I couldn't believe the size of the bump. She used to play for Wigan at the back of the scrum. Sweaty Betty. Sweaty Betty. Sweaty Betty. Sweaty Betty. I've seen that lucky since day I was born. But you know me, I'll shine out this form. Sweaty Betty. She eats a lot of chips. Sweaty Betty. She's got massive tits. Sweaty Betty. You gotta use vagina. Sweaty Betty. You put a bus inside a Sweaty Betty. She's so obscene. 3 tons of margarine. She's like a lump of lard. She makes me really hard. Sweaty Betty.
So come on, is that a real person? Because she gets a mention on is it Alton Towers? She gets another mention on that.
Yeah, she gets mentioned all the time. Well, yeah, I mean it is. Somebody's actually made a chain of shops called Sweaty Betty now, you know. And I think that is for the fat bird that jogs. You know, they're always carrying a big bottle of water, aren't they? Going wheeze, pant, with big dark stains around the crotch. That's probably because they've looked at me. I get this problem these days, you know, with birds just squirting the minute they lay their eyes on me, especially if they've just had a haircut. So what I need somebody, maybe you could ask somebody in Japan to invent me a spray like a fanny deterrent to stop them, because sometimes I've got better things to do, like it puts me off my pint of a night. So all this attention from sweaty fanny, I could do without it. I need an aerosol to just like keep them at bay just for 5 minutes. I'm getting old.
Oh, Muttley, man, you're fucking killing me. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end. Fuck it up. All right, so the classic first album. So you got banned from everywhere, right? Was that after the first album came out, or yeah?
Oh no, I've been banned before then. No.
By the
time the album came out, we were very long in the tooth.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for quite a few years, as you'd say. Quite a few years, man. And, we've been banned from all over the place because it's weird, isn't it, that we were... people, nobody ever found this offensive. They always said, oh, people will find it offensive. And that's kind of come back round again now. So, there's loads of things you can't say now that you could say then, but... There's loads of things that you couldn't say then that you can say. And it's strange how fashions come and go, and people have got more prudish in some ways, and in other ways they couldn't give a shit.
Yeah, but despite being like fucking banned from everywhere, like you still managed to get gigs, right? Because there's loads of you've released videos of gigs and shit, didn't you? So. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about over 40 years, so
yeah.
Basically, when we got banned from, let's say, Cheltenham, we got banned from Cheltenham. By the time we went back to Cheltenham, all the people that banned us had died because they were that fucking old. So, basically, people would ban us because of. There's a great little tale, and I think it was in Leeds, and we had all kinds of people from the licensing authorities saying you can't play here because that language is disgusting. Then they got some policemen to come round, and we're in the dressing room having this row, saying there's loads of people outside want to hear this. There's nobody in here who will be offended by this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All the people that are offended will be outside. They won't hear it. And so we came up with this solution where we could play the gig as long as we didn't do the one about the puff.
Right.
Preposterous. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. So, of course, what was the first song we played? But that, it's just like, it is just people saying, oh, I understand it's a joke, but there are people who find it offensive. Yeah. And then if you think, like, there are footballers now who get offended by somebody tweets something racist at them, and they get offended. But I think they've all made a full recovery, don't you? You see them running around the pitch next week and made a complete recovery. So You know, if somebody gets offended, is it the end of the world? Do all their kids die of coronavirus, wheezing and gasping like a fat bird jogging? No, they don't. If people get offended, they get over it.
Yeah. Well, nothing offends me, mate, so it's all right.
Good job.
Hey, but I will say, like, on that note, though, was there any, like, when you were sat around writing songs, was there anything that you took to the band and they said, that's gone a bit too far, Muttley, man, we can't do that? Was there anything that was a bit too much?
Only once, yeah. The song was, I don't think rape's an offence. The birds want me cock, it's immense. And I thought that was great. But the others said, no, we're not playing that, But I insisted, we played it once, and at the end of the song you could have heard a pin drop.
Jesus Christ, man. I bet fucking Cunt and the gang would do that.
You might have to resurrect that. Yeah. But don't forget, in the 80s, you wouldn't have got away with having a radio station called FUKPUNK, would you?
Well, I'll tell you the reason why is because I'm in Fukuoka, so it's FUKPUNK. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, but you couldn't have FUKPUNK, could you?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say it. That's
Nobody could go to Fukuoka in those days because it was too rude.
Yeah.
I tried to go. I went to the railway station and said, I'll have a ticket to Fukuoka. They said, oh, no, you can't go there. People will be offended. The person who writes the tickets out will be offended. But now you can go there because, look, there you are.
They'd only be offended if you went, man.
Good.
So listen, I'll tell you what, talking about the shocking songs and that, but for me, the worst one you did had to be Feed Your Face. That was fucking a bit fucking close, that one.
Classic.
Close to the bone, that, like, fucking hell, man. That's the only one I fucking struggle with, like.
So, didn't you just hate all that fucking bloody smug nonsense from all those pop stars?
Well, that's what it's about, isn't it? The pop stars, man.
Every single one of their albums went back in the charts, didn't they? When they just volunteered to play it in front of 3 billion people. And suddenly all their albums went back in the charts. They're doing it for... Do you know, here's an interesting thing, tell your listeners this, which band headlined the very, very first gig in aid of the Ethiopian famine? Do you know that? Here's a quiz question.
Is it a punk band?
I'll give you a multiple choice option. A, the Chameleons. B, the McLads. C, the Boomtown Rats. And the answer is actually the Chameleons, but we supported them.
Oh, did you? Oh, really?
Yeah, we played there, yeah. We played the very first one. It was in 1984 in Manchester.
Fucking hell.
And that cost us a fortune because people had to come from all over the place, and we didn't pay our own airfares to Philadelphia. No. The beater had to take a job off work. He was rat burning at the time. It was his job to burn a load of rats, and he had to take a couple of days off work to go and do the gig. Cost him a fucking fortune.
All right, listen, mate, let's take another song break, right? So,
hooray!
How about Doctor Doctor?
Yep, you can play Doctor Doctor if you like. I like playing that one. That's a particular favourite of mine.
Fuck it, man.
Well, I screwed a lot of boilers and I prodded loads of tarts. Stabbed some open wounds and I split them all in half. I've robbed a lot of women and I stuffed a load of birds. Shagged a lot of dogs and I pulled a load of skirt. And there's been a load of whores when I've used a bit of force, but they only see the benefit of sexual intercourse. When they make a lot of fuss, it makes me feel sick. They want a soaking gusset and a more than apple dick. Oh, doctor, think of the AIDS. I get laid 10 times a day. I bang a lot of people, but let me be frank, there's something up in me dick. It hurts when I whack. Well, I slapped a lot of grumpy bodies, doing them some good. They don't like it, they can lump because they've all been ugly tugs. One bitch, she had a flathead and she put up quite a fight. I found a cop to place me, no but a place to put me back. And then I end up shagging a really smelly bag and getting down to business when I just don't want to shag. Sometimes I have to do it while I can think of Mac, wasting all this drinking time to service ugly cock. Oh doctor, I think I've got AIDS. I get laid 10 times a day. I bang a lot of people, but let me be frank, there's something up with me dick. Oh doctor, I think I've got AIDS. I get laid 10 times a day. I bang a lot of people, but let me be frank, there's something up with me dick. It hurts when I wank.
Is it you that does the fucking Uncle Nobby voice on that album?
No, but I couldn't possibly tell you who that.
Fucking knew it was, man. Fuck's sake. Fucking knew it, man. Alright, so, like, one thing I always loved about the McLads, like I started listening to the McLads when I was, like, 15, 16. I think a lot of people liked them when we were teenagers because it was just fucking swerving and that, wasn't it? But what I liked about it was the characters, like, you'll name all your pals and all that, and the names would come up every now and again, and like you feel like you knew the band, you know. And I mean, I know like Toy Dolls would sing about people, but you know the names wouldn't be. There'd be just one song about somebody. Whereas the McLads, it would be the names would come up in loads of songs. You know what I mean? I always like that. I mean, was that really? Were they really like your friends, or was it just you were inventing characters? Or
no, because we never. Daft thing is, we never really made any of this up. They were all little true stories, you know. Yeah. Just like all we did. Here's a quote for you. All we did was make real life rhyme. I think I'm going to have to sit back and have a fag after thinking that one up. We made real life rhyme. So, I mean, the damn stories are true stories.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're fucking brilliant.
All the stuff that's happened, there's, you know, it's all actually happened because you can't make this shit up. Yeah. Honestly, I've tried. And people say that didn't happen. But yeah, it all happened. And that's why, yeah, the people come back and forward and back and forward. In fact, you spoke to Bammy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who was really good at lighting his own farts up. But he was the bloke that came up with one of the lines for Feed Your Face. He was just very pissed watching Live Aid. And I just had to write down all the things he'd said. There you go.
The West song.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, Muttley, like, did Bammy tell you, I asked you to pick a couple of songs to play, like, you know, influenced you or whatever? Or...
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, well, I'll introduce the next song. It could have been anything by the Ramones, because you can probably guess that that's where our music thing comes from. So, but lyric-wise, it's got to be Teenage Lobotomy.
Yeah.
Afraid I'll have to tell them that I've got no cerebellum. Great. And here it is.
Okay, so I want to ask you about Mr. Methane, because you were just talking about lighting fats then, right? So.
Oh, yes.
How the fuck did you meet him? And is it real what he does? Because...
Yes, it is. Honestly, it is genuine. I mean, it took me. I thought I was actually going to die because I couldn't get my breath. He comes across as this really dozy, big, tall, dozy fucker. We used to have a shop in Mac that sold nothing actually, sold diseases really. In fact, that might have been where the pandemic started, in Hectic House. Of all the various bloody viruses that came out of my underpants. But he comes in and he says, "Oh, I don't know if you can do anything with this, but, well, I'll show you." And so he just lay down on the floor in the shop and just played this tune out of his arse, and it was fucking hilarious. So I had to get everybody. So in the end, everybody in Mac was in the shop watching him do this. And then he in fact, I remember it was the air going in that was really funny because we all started laughing. He said, "No, that's just the air going in." And then he came out with this symphony, and I thought, "Well, we've got to do something with that." And so we thought, he's going to be a superhero that farts down the phone to people and cures all world problems. Sadly, he's not around at the moment. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have sorted out this coronavirus palaver.
Hi, and you are?
Mr. Methane. I am a performing flatulist. And...
Just do it.
OK, certainly. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the art into fart. First of all, I just have to adopt the farting position. OK. You pick...
Who's that? That was a good one.
Music Maestro! Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not using that microphone after him.
Thanks.
You are a disgusting creature.
Shall I go?
Sure, Mr. Methane blew it.
Thank you very much.
Have you not seen that before? No. I haven't.
Go check your shorts on the way out.
OK, thanks, guys. I think I will do.
But yeah, he genuinely exists.
But he still does it, right?
He used to be... What?
He still does it, right? He's got a fucking website.
Oh, right, okay. Well, he doesn't live in Mac anymore, you see.
Doesn't he?
No, I think he lives in the Lake District.
Mm.
He lives far enough away for me not to be able to smell him, because occasionally he gets it wrong, shits himself, and really does... It is like a Passchendaele gas attack.
Fucking, I wish I can get him on the show, man. Fucking hell.
Get him on the show.
Right, let's play Mr. Methane then, because you actually wrote the song, didn't you? So,
yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. That's not him farting on the song, though, is it?
It is him. Oh, yeah, that's genuine. It doesn't come across very well on the record, but that is actually him. Yeah, that is him. Genuinely him farting.
Mr. Methane, fucking hell.
Turning paranoid, cause it's been over a week since I went out with the boys, and I've not been down the football, and I've missed 2 stoppy backs, and I haven't been disgusting enough when chatting up the crack, and I've not been sick or waved me dick at Fanny in the street, or put bitter down me arsehole, or drank a pint of beer, or pissed through letterboxes, and kebabs and puked them up. Then I found this awful number, and I thought, oh what the fuck, I'll ring it up. I said, help me Mr. Methane, what the bollocks can I do? My secretary says she's got the Kremlin online too, and Maggie Thatcher's got a problem with the TUC, and Mr. Methane sorting out the German unity. I said, sod the Bank of England and the economy, hang the commie bastards and twat the EEC. I've got a problem with the beer and sex and chips and gravy, and I haven't been to pub since a week last Saturday. Haven't had a check since Tuesday, I forgot to chuck her out. My only dreamt and fight last night is practically out. Then the secretary said, I see, I'll get in for you fast. Mr. Methane came, picked up the phone and offered his advice with a blast. Slam the phone down, painted down the local liquor shop, drinking beer like well, something that drinks beer a fucking lot. I ran me knob right down the gob, but the nearest got HIV. But don't worry if you hurry, here's a number you can call. He sorts out massive problems and viruses are small. Now fuck got to the phone box like her, I'll give you the boot. So she rang up Mr. Methane and he cured her instantly with a boot. So if you've got to cut your bitters off, we just can't get dead brisk. If you've got no bags, the whites are back kidnapped by terrorists. Or something's wrong with the plane you're on, it's crashing in the sea. Phone up Mr. Methane, he's got AIDS and dysentery. Famines, floods and tidal waves and cancer of the heart. And he'll even tell you who will win the 2 o'clock and you're with a fart. With a fart.
And that was Mr. Methane from the McLad's album. Which one was it? It was the pink one, wasn't it?
Being Necessities, I think. Was it Being Necessities?
Yeah. The pink album.
Yeah. I've actually seen Being Necessities in Japan on CD in a shop. And I was thinking, who the fuck's going to buy that here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck
Is
it.
it still there? I haven't got one, you know. I'm looking around here. I haven't got one of them.
Fucking hell. Anyway, you did that split with the Velvet Underpants a few years after.
Oh, God, yeah. I've forgotten about that, yeah.
How did that come about? You must have played together or something, yeah?
Yeah, they played it together and they were quite funny. There was a guy called, one of the guys was called Hugh Manshit.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's a great name.
Yeah.
Born to Mr. and Mrs. Manshit, a son, Hugh. Fantastic.
Yeah, fucking great band, man. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I think we sold one of those.
It'll be me that bought it then.
Once, yeah.
Yeah, it's a CD. It was a CD single though, right? Like a split, like a CD. I don't think it was. It wasn't vinyl, right?
Was it not? I can't remember. I really can't remember.
It might. Mine was. I had it on CD. I don't know if it came out on vinyl or not. But
they were from Wolverhampton, weren't they?
yeah.
I remember. Yeah. Don't know what happened to them.
I know one of them died. I don't know which one. One of them did die. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably been coronavirus.
I don't know what it was. I don't want to joke about it, like in case they're listening. But yeah. So that was around the time Alehouse Rock came out, right? Or a little bit before, maybe.
Could have been, yeah.
So tell us about that, because that was a bit like a comeback album, right? Because it was a few years after, but it was very different. It was like fucking country and western or some shit, like, you know what I mean? It was very different.
Yeah, well, it's different guitarist, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that the guitarist was Johnny Mard, and the beater had gone off to burn some more rats, I think, somewhere, or he'd gone back to Goa, maybe. So basically, see, I write the songs, but I mean, a song could come out like a reggae song. You can arrange the song any way you like.
Yeah.
But I write the song, so. If you played those like we did on the first album, they'd sound like the first album, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be any different. So they're just, it's just basically I always have a couple of good musicians with me in the band. I've always had a great drummer and a great guitarist in the band. And actually the bass player's all right these days as well now. And basically I write the song and they arrange it, you know. Yeah. They sort it out. We say, well, I'm twiddly bits here, and that's what a band does, isn't it? So if I was to record those songs now, I wouldn't do them like that, because I wouldn't have done them like that in the first place, because I don't think about things like that. I just it's the words are important to me, and the other people in the band don't even know what the words are.
But there must have been some proper like work ethic there, because. Like, I mean, you were releasing all these albums and you were fucking, you know, you must have been practicing a lot. You know what I mean? Because you were tight. Like, whenever I saw videos, I was thinking, fuck me, they're tight as fuck, like.
No, I mean, what can I say? If you love it, you do it, and you do it and do it and do it, and you know, you enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you've got to be able to. You've got to have practiced enough so that when you've got cans of beer bouncing off your head and your fretboard's covered in huge green lumps of snot, you can still play all right.
Yeah.
So I should imagine that Dire Straits or somebody would have probably had trouble when buckets of sticker being tipped over them to carry on being tight, but we could do it blindfolded.
Yeah.
As we had to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and drunk as well, right? Obviously, right? So.
Well, that goes without saying, but we practice drunk so that we can be when we're on stage.
Yeah. All right. So like Alehouse Rock. So, were you still touring around that time? Because I know you. No, we fucking lost him. All right. Well, we'll fucking we'll play fucking Turtles Heads.
Come on, you goats! Turtles heads, hanging down me leg. Turtles heads, hanging down me leg. The fit bird from Tesco with the massive tits said she'd meet me tonight and she'd ring me at 6. The phone was rung twice, I haven't picked it up, 'cause I'm sitting here staring at a toy window. 'Cause there's a turd hanging out of me ass. I strained and I pushed till my sphincter bled. There's a turd hanging out of me ass. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. Turtles heads, hanging down my leg. Turtles heads, hanging down my leg. Then I had a visit from a man in a suit. He says, is anyone an old man from Littlewood's Boots? He never heard me screaming or the toilet flush, so I threw him a message on a dirty bog brush. It said, there's a turd hanging out of me ass. I strained and I pushed till my sphincter bled. There's a turd hanging out of me ass. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. Turtles heads, hanging down my leg. Turtles heads, hanging down my leg. The window cleaner's coming and it's time to finish. I'm off down my local for a pint of Guinness. The fit bird from Tesco says she wants a quick shot. Sticks her tongue down my throat and her hands down me bags. There's still a turd hanging out of me ass. I strained and I pushed till my sphincter bled. There's a turd hanging out of me ass. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. It won't come out, it won't go back, it's Turtles Heads. I said 2 fucking plates, you wank it!
Fucking Turtles Heads, man, Paul. That is, you know what? The first time I heard that, I was fucking laughing for like.
I'm laughing now.
I was laughing for fucking hours and hours and hours. It's so funny. Anyway, so yeah, we've lost fucking Muttley. So while the song was playing, Bammy sent me a fucking mail and he said Muttley's fucking laptop's died. Hope I've got enough to work with there. To be honest, I was only going to ask him to pick his last song anyway, really. So, well, fuck it, he's not getting a last song, that's it. But yeah, I appreciate him coming on. I didn't get a chance to say thanks anyway, because obviously he fucking cut out. But yeah, cheers. Fucking hell. That's fucking, what a song, Turtles Heads.
Turtles Heads.
Thank you for listening to FUKPUNK on FUKR Fukuoka Radio, Japan. See you next fucking week.